So I'm cleaning out my basement and I find this pretty little nightgown in one of the totes. I noticed there's a piece of paper pinned to it. It turns out 30 years ago, I'm not 52 years old, but 30 years ago, my mother had gifted me this nightgown. I actually don't really remember it. It looks familiar. I kind of vaguely it's vaguely familiar to me. So anyway, I imagine that after she gave it to me, she was actually checking whether or not I was using it. That's number one. Number two, apparently she squirreled it away one day when I wasn't looking. Number three, she was probably super annoyed that I never noticed it missing. Because it's true, I never really wore it. It wasn't really my thing. I wasn't a very girly girl, and she knew this. I mean, I think it's a really pretty gown, but it just wasn't my thing. So guess what? She decided to write a note, which I will read to you, and pinned it to the gown and stored it away to be found sometime in the future, which happened to be 30 years later in 2025. She wrote this in Spanish, so I'm going to be translating it. August 26, 1995. I bought this nightie for Jay, but she's only worn it maybe once or twice. Now, I just want to note that because I'm translating this, a lot of the sarcasm and passive aggression, it's it doesn't really translate over to English, but if you read it in Spanish, you're gonna hear the sarcasm. So I bought this nightie for Jay, but she's only worn it maybe once or twice. I have saved it because I bought it with so much love. Maybe one day it can be worn by a daughter she or one of her sisters may have. I'm reading quote unquote one of her sisters, but she actually named all of us one by one on the note. And here comes the more dramatic part. The last line is anything is possible, although it seems that half the world now marches backwards or is lost. So the whole note reads, I bought this nightie for Jay, but she's only worn it maybe once or twice. I have saved it because I bought it with so much love. Maybe one day it can be worn by a daughter she or one of her sisters may have. Anything is possible, although it seems that half the world now marches backwards or is lost. I don't know what that last part means, but there you go. Mom found a way to pretty much hurl her guilt trips at us in the future because I didn't wear a particular nightgown often enough. Um, I wonder if she'd remember this now. But anyway, love you, Mom.